So one of the things we are dealing with is a lot of mealy bugs. I have mixed soapy water in this can, and I am going to be spraying the plants. I'll just show you what I'm doing. This is a part of taking care of the plants, where at least once a week you have to spray for mealybugs. And this is just soapy water. And what I do is I just pump it down so that it can build up the air pressure. And then I keep spraying. This is one way to really keep the plants healthy. So let's continue spraying over here. I'm going to bring the camera a little bit more so you can see the process closer. Some of these plants that I'm having here, they're more prone to mealybugs than others. And that's what you have to keep spraying. All right. Let me just pump it in. Let me bring you a little nearer so you can see exactly what's going on. So that one there is finished spraying. That one is finished. That one is finished. We are going to continue over here. And I'm just going to take you around and show you this process. Now, one of the things that can affect this is spraying in the rainy season. And right now we are having the rainy season, but I started with these because these are in the shades and they are not affected by the rains. Now, I don't see any evidence of mealybugs on this plant itself, but one of the things that I do is what we call prevention is better than cure. I believe in spraying and not waiting until other time to do this. But as you go around, you're going to see that there are some that really have mealybug. Once we get out, into the open where the plants are no longer surrounded, I can spray these two, and then we'll go to the next. So this one, as I told you, that one there is prone to mealybugs, and even though I'm not seeing any, I am still doing this work. Let's spray the next one over here. Nice, beautiful. I love doing this. This is a preventative measure, just soapy water. That's it. All right, let's go to the two at the back. Let's take the camera over here, and I'm going to be spraying these two now. What you need? I'll bring it. I'm coming. Okay. Let me spray this one. All right, let me go help my husband and come back. You got it? Okay. He got it, so I don't have to go. All right, so I'm spraying this one because they don't have mealybugs yet, but prevention. Now, as we go outside and continue this, you are going to see a total difference in what's happening to the plants. So now I'm going to take you into the garden itself, and we are going to look at some of these plants and what happens to them when they're out in the open. One of the plants that I have that is very, very prone to mealybug is the copper leaf. So I'm trying to fetch everything, and we are going to go over there and we are going to spray the copper leaf, because let me tell you, this copper leaf, oops, forgive me for, I'm holding everything in one hand and I think I'm walking too fast. Let's lift this up a little bit Now, when the plants are in the open air, let's come over here and let's look at this copper leaf. These plants are not in the shade, and the bugs are overflowing. So I have to go in, like in every leaf, under every leaf, and try to catch the bugs. See? They love to go for the soft, tender stems. And so those are the ones you gotta spray, the tender stems, man. I'm hoping that if it rains, lovely tender stems, just go for them. I want to drench it with the soapy water and hope that the sun will come out and just dry it on here. So that will make it difficult for these bugs to live on these plants. All right, I have another one. I'm not sure if it's infested, but we are going to go over there. It's a lot of, I might have to make 2 videos to show you this whole process of spraying that I engage in with these mealybugs. All right, so let's go up a little bit more in the garden. All right, I don't want to walk too fast, but let's go over here at this one here. This one here, I have been spraying it consistently, and so I think that it's not getting so many bugs. Let me lean the camera a little bit more so you can see it, which is this one right here. Not a lot of bugs. As you can see, the breeze is very strong over here. But I think it's because I've been spraying it for a long while. Now the black-eyed Susan is getting into it. But let's spray this. I don't see any mealybugs, but I'm not going to wait to see mealybug on this one before I spray it. And this one is actually growing out into the pathway, so as we are here, we're also going to prune it, which I think is a very good thing to do right now. That I'm here because there's a certain way I want it to grow, and there's a certain height I want it to have, and I don't want it to come out into the pathway. So I'm gonna leave you here and I'm gonna go for the cutter. I think this plant, if you can control it, will make a good plant for a pathway too. So notice I'm totally drenching it, totally drenching. And even the black-eyed Susan that is overtaking it, I am going to take her off of it. Sometimes I like to do more than one thing at a time. Seeing that I'm here, I don't want to say, okay, I'm going to leave it and come back and then I'm going to cut it. You know, we get everything done at the same time. All right, so let me just run, go get that and see what happens. All right, so we're going to get the cutter so that I can cut. I can prune that plant. I like when I'm working in the garden to be doing multiple tasks at the same time, not just spraying, because that's a normal part of taking care of the garden, but trying to do all the tasks. And here is my cutter that I love, that I'm going to use. This is the one I love. Oh, it's sticking. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I'm back. All right, so this is really growing into the pathway, so I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna cut it. Oh, And I'm gonna cut this black-eyed Susan that's growing on it too. I don't want it out here like that.